Entering team select screen. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Next, the Bears are set to take on the Bucs as Chicago looks for win number 6 in their last 8 against Tampa. It's a Week 7 clash in the NFC, and it's coming your way next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Entering play call screen. Kickoff middle.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was doing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Jones last week, 17 carries, 67 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Eyes on it. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Entering play call, gun plan. There are 7 formation. Gun plan. There are 7 categories. Defend outside run is selected. Defend outs. Cover 4 quarters.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
Entering play call. If an outside run, you have 46 options. On plan. Formation. There are 4. Nickel. Dime.
What's the big
Nickel.
key for them to try
3.
to slow him down?
Cover 2 man. Tempo 2. Cover 1 LB spot. Seam flat.
He takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Entering play call. 3, 5. Well, there are 4 categories. Cover 3. Cover 4 pawns. Safety strong 3. Cover 4 pawns.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Brady to throw again. He completes it to Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Entering play call. Formation. Concept. Cover, zone blitz, cover 1, zone blitz 2, zone pinch dog 2 press.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there.
Entering play call. Zone blitz 2G. King pinch zone. Nickel blitz 2.
Right there weren't really any throwing lanes.
Nickel blitz 2.
For him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Entering play call. Zone blitz 2G. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Bold strike 2 selected.
Back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Brady now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he commits on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. On plan. There are player. There. David Montgomery. David. Zone 24 zone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
R2 button.
A first down run, good for about 3.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. Zone fix jet.
Top 5 team in terms
Player,
of
there are 9. Damian Williams, David Montgomery, Calvin Ridley, Calvin, AHP.
to me, that's the magic
Bench.
number.
Jets
20-point
weak.
score gives yourself
Quick slants.
you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. It's
Triangle button. Square button.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football.
Entering play call, player, there are 9. Formation, concept, opt, quick pass, medium pass, kick pass, play action pass, do, there, pass sprint HB flat.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And that is caught on the right sideline.
Entering play call, you, there are 2 categories, you have 7 options. Concept, there are screen pass.
Buccaneers.
Coach suggest, punt plan, there are 9. Player, there are, punt plan, there are, player, David Montgomery, Calvin Ridley, David Montgomery, mesh, 24 zone open.
Chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On 2nd down.
R2 button.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 44.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Zone weak is selected.
Defense for the Bucs. They were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But
R1 button. R1 button. Square button.
That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
they brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Entering play zone fit jet. Player, there are Damian Williams. Pop, FB dive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cross button. Cross button.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8.
Entering play call, Damian Williams. You have 5 options.
They were
Kick once a week.
in the win over Philly a week ago.
Pocket slide. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are 9. Concept.
Tells me that they've got all their
Quick pass.
assignments down
Medium pass.
with extreme
Keep
confidence.
pass. Play action. Do. There. Pass sprint HB flat.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 cats. Do.
So many times we've
Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are 9. Personnel. There are 1 or 2 RB bar 1. 3 RB bar 2. 2 RB. 1 RB bar. 1 RB bar. 1 RB bar. Special team. 1 RB bar. Wing. Mesh.
1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Montgomery.
R2 button.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, You are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number one rush.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 58 yards is selected. Punt plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. Concept. Script. Run. Option. Quick pass. Media. Keep pass. Play action. Do. Pass sprint HB flat.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Cross button.
Snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And to the 36-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The secondary, that one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Cross button.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So
Entering play call, Padu.
Always easy to second guess.
Concept, there, screen pass. Play action, keep pass, medium pass, quick pass.
They want to continue to see if they can
Quick
capture that
slant.
again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that.
Square button,
Anything.
circle button, R1 button,
Stop this once. That's all right. Let's
R2 button.
make them do it again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Entering play call, quick slant. Concept, medium, keep pass, play action pass. Do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. ROLT is selected.
Field.
Cross button.
Now it's Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Swung out to Montgomery. And down he goes at the...
Entering play call. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. ROLT selected. Concept. There are play type. There are 9 personnel. There are 9 categories. Favorites. Recent. Coach suggest. Fun plan. There are 9 player. There are Darnell Mooney. Damian Williams. David Montgomery. Zone 20. Empty and 24 zone open. Button.
It's Montgomery, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Player, there are 9. Formate, concept, there are 9. Deep pass, medium, quick pass, stick, there are quick slant.
But we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Circle button. R1 button. R2 button.
Inside to commit. And he's got this down a yard or 2.
Entering play call. There are 4 categories. Quick slant.
Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Square button. R1 button.
Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade.
Entering play call. Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are 9. Personnel. Favorites. Recent. Coach suggest. Fun plan. Player. There are Damian Will. Darnell Mooney. Darnell. On the quick slant. Podgy curl.
On the nose.
Quick slant.
You can do there. 2nd and 14. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to...
Entering play on this direction. X post cross. Player. Error. Justin Field. Darnell Mooney. Corner. Jet sweep. Podgy curl. Stick. Podgy curl.
Off play action. Fields.
Triangle button. Circle button. Square button.
Airing it out. Looking for...
Triangle button.
He's got a man. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Entering play call. Darnell Mooney. You have 82. Player. There are 9. Justin Fields. Darnell. Damian Williams. David Montgomery. David. Zone fake jet. 24 zone open.
First down. Here's the run.
RT button.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make...
Entering play call. David. Player. There are 9. Damian Williams. Darnell Mooney. Justin Cole Komet. Jaden Grant. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley. X burst cross.
Kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And taken down at the 21. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Entering play call. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are 9. Concept, medium pass, quick pass. Stick, there are 4. Quick slant.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Square button. Circle button.
And this will be
button.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines.
Entering play call. Concept, there are medium, keep pass, play action, do, pass print HB flat.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields.
Triangle button.
That's
button.
Montgomery. That catch good for only a...
Entering play call. Concept. Screen pass. Coach suggestions. On plan. There are. Player. There are. Formation. Concept. Keep pass. Medium. Quick pass. Stick. There are. Quick slant.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Entering play call. Stick. There are 4 cat. Quick slant. Stick. X slant.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Firing quickly here.
R2 button.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 40.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackle.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's in.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Entering play call. Double post. AHB zone W. Double post. AHB zone W. Post wheel drag.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
He's going to loft this one deep left side.
Cross button.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
Okay, call me an admirer right here. How about the touch on that throw?
That was great. I like the timing catches, the short ones, but those rainbows that drop right in the bucket, something pretty about them.
Really is, and let's face it, we always talk about arm strength. We love the guys who can throw it through the car wash and the ball comes out dry. But those guys with touch.
Entering play call, AHD slipstream. On plan, there are player, there are David Montgomery. Mesh. 24 zone open.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Handoff comes.
Cross button.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Zone weakest player. There are 9. Damian Williams.
By the defense.
Formation. There are 9. Concept. Media. Keep. Play action. Path. Do. Sprint HB flat.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Montgomery. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
Entering play call. Do. Concept. There are 9 category. Formation. Concept. Keep path. Media. Quick pass. Stick. Quick slant.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Circle button. R1 button.
That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your 1st down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the 1st down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of...
Entering play call. Stick. There are 4 categories. You have 16 options. Why stick is selected?
Then they had enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cross button. Square button. Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button.
They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Entering play. Quick slant. Concept. There. Medium. Keep pass. Play action. Do. Pagdu. Pared. Pagdu. Sprint HB flat.
Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down.
Circle button.
Fields.
Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button.
Zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call. Do. Pagdu.
Dropped it.
Concept. Screen pass.
From your days at Tennessee, we don't need
Play high. There are 9. Personnel. There are 9. Favorites. Recent plays. Coach suggests. On plan. There are 9. Player. Damian Williams. Darnell Mooney. Justin Field. Cole Kmet. Jakeem Grant S.R. Calvin Ridley. Pa Experts Stick. A comebacks wided.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Cross button.
Fake the handoff.
Triangle button.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 29 yards is selected.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
You're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And it's a leaping effort, but it's...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The running game almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They've yet to run the ball at all. this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
If you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Entering play plan. There are 7 formation. There are 4 nickel. 3 cover 1 robber.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Evans has it left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Entering play call, 3, 5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have entering, auto flip on pop-up. The eye will hand. Turn off auto flip. Keep using auto. Entering play call, safety strong 3.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Entering play call, 3, 5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Safety strong 3 is selected.
Attention to the blitzers. Freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And down.
Entering play call, 3, cover 1 robber. Silver shoot pinch.
On the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To the limits.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
R2 button.
Keem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell
Entering play call, these pot smash, KHB stretch.
But I think what happened in this one is
These pot smash, KHB stretch.
run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Square button. Square button.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Square button.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bomb...
Entering play call, coach suggestion, bench slot.
Stats, that one 60
Plan,
yards in the
player,
air.
there are formation, concept, screen, run, option, run, inside, zone jet, zone weak.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Cross-cutting.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11. KHP inside zone.
That's exactly what
Zone split WK.
pick up 5.
KHP inside zone.
5. The defensive line.
Concept, option, quick pass, medium pass,
Defensive line is
quick
winning at
pass,
the point of
stick,
attack.
there are quick slant.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Cross button.
Fields.
R1 button. R1 button.
He's got it. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Entering play call, stick there are for cat, quick slant. X slant. Concept there, media, deep pass, play action pat, do, pass print HB flat.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Cross cutting.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why should...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
Confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
taken at about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
We're comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Working with a 2nd and 3. Brady. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
R2 button.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Entering instant call to challenge play. Super Sims, stats, coaching, pop-up, medicals, offensive, defensive, audible, superstar, depth chart is selected. Entering, slot 2, slot 1, player name J, AHB select, slot 2, FB selected, slot 2, slot 1, player name D. Williams, player name K. Herbert, player name J. James, player name D. Montgomery, player name T. Cohen. Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected.
Passing.
AHB slip screen.
And be more effective later on.
On plan. There are player. There. David Montgomery. Calvin. David Montgomery. Calvin Ray. Dave. Darnell Mooney. Justin. Tariq Cohen. F. Fick punt off. FD dive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
R1 button.
thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Entering play call, Tariq Cohen. You have 5 options. Pocket slide is selected.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Entering play call, Fick punt sweep. Fick punt off, FD dive.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National
button.
League. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game.
Entering play call, player, their formation, their concept, screen, play action, kick pass, medium, quick pass, stick, quick slant. Square button, R1 button, circle button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. William Golston able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle,
entering play, quick slant, twice to medium, keep pass, third, key attack.
And he got there and put his man on the ground.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just is not
R1 button, R1 button, cross button, triangle button.
Sure, and they got to him again. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Entering play call, verticals.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down.
Circle button, R1 button.
Here's Fields. He's going to float this one.
Triangle button.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Let's get this all day.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. John Brown, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. and they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Aaron Rodgers, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Entering gun adjustments, screen run inside is selected.
In terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Defend outs, defend short pass.
Yeah,
Enter,
Coach,
onside,
the
return
announcers
left,
no AC
onside,
booze,
onside,
so we've got a
return
match
middle,
unit of
return
empty
left,
water bottles up here.
return middle.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is Jakeem Grant.
R2 button.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
Entering play call, verticals,
Because I thought the
concept, play action, screen pass, run, option, quick pass,
But I think these first couple of
quick
drives,
slant.
they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Triangle button,
First down.
cross button, R1 button, R1 button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Entering play, quick slant. Concept, there are 9 categories. Play type, there are 9. Personnel, there are 9. Option, run. Zone fake jet. AHD inside zone.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Cross button,
On the carry, it's Montgomery.
R2 button.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 55 options. Zone, empty and AHD. Zone weak.
Balance and guess.
AHD split out.
Have to
Zone, empty and AHD. Zone weak.
if you want to.
24 zone. Zone weak. 24 zone open.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, they'll go
Cross button.
Montgomery. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Entering play call, empty and AHD. AHD inside zone. 24 zone open. AHD inside zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cross button.
On the ground, it's Montgomery running right through him. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 55 options. Empty and AHD plum. AHD zone WK.
Football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Cross button.
Now Montgomery.
R2 button.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where everybody...
Entering play call, inside handoff, there are 7 category, MTNA, AHB zone WK, AHB blunt dive, AHB dive, zone fake jet, AHB/FK and ARD, and around leg, AHB/FK and ARD.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Cross button.
Oh, design run for their wideout.
Cross button.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Entering play call, play type, there, option, RPO, special, pass, run, pass, standard, T-attack, bench, corner stops.
2nd and 12.
Cross button, triangle button, R1 button, cross button. Cross button.
Complete. Threw it down at the...
Entering play call. Standard pass. T-attack. Play type. There are 9. Personnel. There are 9. Favorites. There are 9. Recent coach suggestion. On plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. There. Concept. Key. Screen pass. Run. Option. Quick pass. Medium pass. Quick pass. Stick. There are. Quick slant.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Circle button. R1 button. R1 button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. William Golston getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now Charles can...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But now, let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Give him 9 there. On the
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. Brady on target.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle to Evans. A gain of 6 there on first.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
One in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down at 4. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
By dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Brady to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Brady. Then he finds Gronk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue.
Entering play call, sting pinch.
Downfield or break one off, but a
Pinch
nice
of 3, sting pinch.
They go back to the ground with Jones. 65 yards rushing for him now.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
We're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've got to give out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. His first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 over Storm Brave. Nickel blitz 3. Over Storm Brave.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Possess the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He did.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling.
60 pin.
3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Grant sets to return it.
R2 button.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Y corner. AHB dive. Middle high low. AHB stretch. Middle high low. Square button. Square button. R2 button.
It's caught by Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Slot fade.
That'll be a first.
AHB power O.
Began this drive, I was wondering
Dash
if they
spot.
were to attack since they're
AHB power O.
Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
To his tight end, Kmet.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion by really...
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Unplanned. There are 9. Coach suggestion. Unplanned. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Goal commit. Tarek Cohen. Just Tarek Cohen. F. Fake punt off tack. Fake punt sweep. Pogboot slide. Fake punt sweep. Fake punt off. FB dive.
2nd and 4. On the handoff.
Triangle button.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Entering play call. Fake punt sweep. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Concept. Medium pass. Quick pass. Stick. Quick slant. Square button. R1 button. Circle button.
That's complete to
R2 button.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do.
Entering play call. There are 4 categories. You have 16 notch. Quick slant. X slant.
On the perimeter.
Concept. There are medium pass. Keep pass. Play action pass. Do. There are pass sprint HB flat.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
This
R2
one's
button.
to Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. Concept. Screen pass. Play type. There are 9. Personnel. There. Favorites. There are 9. Recent plays. Coach suggest. Unplanned. There are 9. Player. Cole commit. Tarek. Just. Tarek Cohen. Fake punt. Fake punt off. FB dive. Cross button.
On the give.
Cross button.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Entering play call. Tarek Cohen. You have 5. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are concept. Screen pass. Play action pass. Keep pass. Medium. Quick pass. Quick slant.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Triangle button. Square button. Square button. R1 button.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. William Golston able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 55 yards is selected. Gun plan. There. Coach suggest. Gun plan. Player. There are. Formation. There. Concept. There are 9. Media. Keep pass.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Entering play call. Gun plan. There are player. There are formation. Concept. There are media. Kick pass. Play action pass. Kick pass. Verdict. T attack. Potissime.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
Entering play call. Cover 1 contain. Free Sam will blitz. Cover 1 contain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
R2 button.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Entering play call, verticals. Verticals. Autism. T-attack. Concept. Play type. There are 9 categories. There are 6. Concept. Play screen pass. Play action. Do. There. Cost print HD flat.
On 1st and 10, here's
Triangle button. R2 button.
Montgomery. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the field.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. ROLT is selected.
Can make a nice safe throw.
Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are personnel. Favorites. There are recent play. Coach suggest. Plan. Player. There. Cole Komet. JT. Calvin. David Munt. Darnell Mooney. Justin Fee. Tarek Cohen. F. Thick punt off tap. FD dive.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Cross button.
This is Cohen.
R1 button.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Entering play call. Tarek Cohen. You have 5 players. There are 9. Formation. There are concept. There are screen pass. Play action pass. Deep pass. Medium pass. Quick pass. Stick. Quick slant. Stick. Quick slant.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Square button. R1 button. R1 button.
This one incomplete. Probably.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Entering play call. Special teams. Point options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2.
Entering play call. Double cross. AHP mid-draw. Double cross. R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's upended at the...
Entering play call. Y corner. Double post.
Possession means so much for them.
Empty and inside thrust. On plan. There are 9 player. There are Goal commit. Jakeem Grant. Calvin Ridley. David Lott. Calvin Ridley. Calvin expert. Stick. A convex wided. Stick. Bench. Stick.
2nd and 2.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And a little floater there is in.
Entering play call. X first plus. Player. There are 9. David Montgomery. Mesh. 24 zone open.
Could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll run it.
Cross button.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Entering play call. Punt land. There. Player. There. Formation. There. Player. Darnell Mooney. Tarek Cohen. FD dive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up.
Entering player. Cole Komet. Jaking. Calvin. David Montgomery. Darnell Mooney. Convister. Quick slant. Kajit curl. Bench switch. Spacing. Bench switch. Kajit curl.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
Triangle button. Circle button. Cross button.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
Entering play call. On this direction. Jet sweep.
And that's what's going to be successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Going deep for Montgomery.
Square button.
And that is incomplete.
Entering play call. Darnell Mooney. We have 82 options. On this direction. Jet sweep. Kajit curl.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep.
Triangle button.
More than ready for it.
They've got the
Triangle button. Out left.
You can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get...
Entering play call. Coach suggests flood.
Three.
Curl flat.
All they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Curl flat.
Maybe play that too safe.
Curl flat.
3rd down. I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield.
Punt land. There are 9 categories. Coach suggests punt land. Player. There are 9. Formation. There. Concept. There are 9. Option. Play type. There. Coach suggests recent. FD dive. Coach suggests punt land. Player. There are formation. There are concept. There are 9 categories. There are 4 subcategories. Option is set to stick 16 plays. You have 7 options. With passes selected.
It's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Entering play call. Slot fade. Punt land. There are 9 player. There are 9 formation. There are concept. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Keep pass. Verticals. There. T-attack. Potting. Verticals.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how
one button.
out.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
To throw.
R1 button.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Triangle button.
He's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Power O is selected.
How do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Cover 3 cloud.
Big yardage.
Cover 6.
Understands the situation.
FS middle blitz free.
He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had to quote it back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Safe man right. Safe man right.
Suck up for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. A long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Keem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive.
Entering play call. Play call. Concept. There are 9 categories. Formation. Player. There are Justin, Terry, Cole, Jakeem, Calvin Ridley, Calvin, Pa Experts Cross. Square button. Square button. Square button. Triangle button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. And you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds.
Entering play call, Calvin Ridley. You have 66 hops. Pa Experts. Convex wided. Jet sweep. Pa empty and posted. Jet sweep.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
cross button.
Try after the first.
Triangle button.
Fields.
Triangle button.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call. Calvin Ridley. You have player. There are 9 formation. There are 9 category. Concept. Play screen pass. Play action. Do. Sprint HB flat.
Passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Verticals is selected. Plan. There. Player. There are. Formation. Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are 9. Special. RP. Special. Clock. Fix spike. Spike. Fix spike. Cube. Fix spike. Spike. Fix spike 2. Spike. Fix spike.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Entering play call. Verticals. Verticals. Plan. There are player. There are formation. There are concept. Formate. Special. Specialty. Field. Fic FGs. Fic F. Fic F. Field. 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 Fic. Fic. Field. Field. Fic. Play call. Fic punt off tap. Fic punt FD. Fic punt off. Fic punt F. Punt.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop. And
entering play call. Coach suggestion. Cover 2 man.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Three yards remain for second down. They'll run it with Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Charles in the fourth quarter.
Over Storm Grave.
A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
Entering play call, FS middle blitz free.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Entering play call, coach suggests safe man right. Load block right, base block right, base block left.
Succop's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
Entering play call, special teams, 6 options, return left to select a
Touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Keem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which
entering play call, coach
is a general rule. What they're looking for now is
plan. There are player. There are David Darnell Mooney, David Montgomery, Dave Nesh. 24 zone open.
Build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4 seconds.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Player, there are 9. Cole Kmet. Jakeem Grant SR. Cole, Tarek Tone. Tarek, FE dive.
Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Now they'll run it with not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Entering play call, Derek Stone. You have 5 options. Player, there are 9 categories. Formation, there are concept, quick pass,
nice job standing there,
quick slant,
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Entering play call, quick slant, concept, medium pass, play type, there are personnel, favorites, recent play, coach suggests, gun plan, there are player, there are Cole Kmet, Jakeem Grant, Calvin Rid, David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney, Corner, jet sweep, and around leg.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5.
Entering play call, on this direction. Jet sweep, Podgy curl.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Square button.
On play action, Fields.
Circle button. Triangle button.
Looking for
Cross
Ritter.
button.
That is caught on the right sideline. But
Entering play call, Darnell Mooney, on this direction.
took him a little too
Player,
far.
error 9 cat, Justin Fields.
It's during this game where they've given up a ton of
Justin Fields, shovel auction, red auction, QB sneak,
They've been shredded.
QB heel, red auction, red auction, player, Tarek Cohen, Cole Komet, Hawaii drag reel.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Cross button,
Fake now, Fields to throw.
circle button,
James is
two
getting
button,
and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase.
entering play call, jet sweep, T drive, pass slide Y screen.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Cross button,
Again, is
cross button,
open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the end.
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Verticals is selected. 4 verticals.
They just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
They'll rifle this one deep right side.
Triangle button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd and a tough 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On play action, now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bucs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for
Post-game report player stats.
Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.